They've traveled across the lands to uncover a world where oceans are alive. Mountains call out, forests share their secrets, animals thrive, and where nature is the overpowering force. They've shown determination, grit, and sheer will. With 2,500 kilometers of coastline, towering mountain ranges, changing landscapes, a wealth of flora and fauna, and the roughest kids around, South Africa is our playground, and this is Roughing It Out. Round 2 will see the Eco Ellies compete against local leopards for a cash prize of 10,000 Rand, and even more importantly, for the chance to say, without question, that they have roughed it out.
Welcome to another episode of Roughing It Out, where the rough kids uncover the marvels of our natural world while taking on some awesome adventures.
Today we are at the De Hoop Nature Reserve, roughly 300 kilometers away from Cape Town, where the rough kids will be learning more about this amazing marine protected area.
But before we take on the De Hoop coast, here's a look at what went down last week.
Last week, the rough kids went adventuring in the De Hoop Nature Reserve and spotted some animals.
There's small zebra. Then we gave a telephone, which was a fatigue.
Did you guys see the flamingo?
Then they got to do some bird watching.
Oh.
I think it might be the red-winged starling.
But seeing all of these different birds, it was cool. It was really cool. I like that.
Finally, they did some plant identification to end off a busy day.
Well done, local leopards. You are the overall winners of today's challenges, earning yourselves 10 rough points.
Welcome teams! Last week you learned all about the terrestrial landscape of De Hoop.
De Hoop is the second largest marine protected area in our country. And in today's challenges, you'll learn more about the marine life that are found here.
And Edward from Cape Nature will be our rough guide for today.
Okay, right. I take it you're all ready for today? Yes. So what we'll do is the following. Each team will get a list with a pencil. You start walking from this side towards that area. Anything that you find on the list, you tick it off. But first, I have to just verify to make sure that it's the correct animal, and then you can tick it off. Are you ready? Yes. Great.
All right, teams, Edward will be there to answer any of the questions that you have during stage 1.
That's right. Are you guys ready to start the challenge? Yes. Then let's rough it out.
For stage 1, teams must identify as many intertidal zone species using the list provided. The team with the most correct species identified wins.
Edward!
We found a crab.
It looks like the rough kids have already found some intertidal zone life forms. Both teams look really busy and in the zone.
Okay, guys, I think we should look closer to the water. Okay. Do you think we found an anemone?
So today we had to find different kinds of seashells and animals in the ocean. I really enjoyed it because I love marine life.
What are we looking for, guys? A sea sponge and an anemone. That is a shell. That's not an anemone.
My favorite thing to find was the sea anemone because there was like different sizes and shapes and colors.
So we got a sea urchin and we got an anemone. That is fabulous.
This you must also find. All these will be in the pools. Oh no, we'll find it here.
The pools here?
Okay.
When we first got started, the whole plan was I would hold the clipboard and try and identify as much as possible because it looked really fun as well. So if we saw something, we identified it, I would come there, tick it off to see, and that's what we did. All of us were just ticking off, went really well.
Doing well, guys, you're doing well.
The sponge, you found the sponge. It's like in this area here.
You found a sponge?
Those stuff.
What is a
I think
sponge?
this is the sponge. Where's Edward? I think this stuff.
Oh,
I think this stuff is.
are those animals? I mean, are those sea animals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look, look.
So for this challenge, nobody took the lead. Everybody, since we all had different pages, we kind of like shared the responsibility. So that was cool. For once, we weren't fighting or anything like that.
The Eco-Ellies are so determined on this first stage. This is a good start, I have to say.
Is it? It's not on this thing. It is, it is, it is. It's near the front. Leopards, what have we found so far?
Sea
animal. Anemone. The crab.
Shells.
All of this. Okay. All the snails as well.
Yeah, all of that. And the brown mussel and the black mussel.
Okay. So we're looking out for an oyster, hey?
And
we find a sea urchin. Okay. So what do you think we're gonna find the easiest right now?
this one, or this one, or this one. This one.
Okay.
There was no leader, but I think the bird made himself the leader. So we didn't find most of the stuff that we found. He basically found everything.
We found the same things, but they had one more than us.
The local leopards have found 17 of the items on the list already, and we're rapidly advancing across the beach. Let's see what we get up to next.
Left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
He's coming on my hand.
3, 2, 1. Stop right there, Eco Elephants. Your time is up and the challenge is over. The Rough Kids are learning all about our life-filled oceans. Tune in after the break to see who will sink and who will swim.
Before the break on Roughing It Out.
Favorite thing to find was the sea anemone because there was different shapes, sizes and colors. The rest of my team touched it, but I didn't because I was scared it was going to eat my finger.
The black oyster catcher is one of the many seabirds you'll find here at the De Hoop Marine Protected Area. Now, one of the major problems with this bird's conservation is the human disturbance with its nesting sites.
We have set up mock oyster catcher nests. Each team needs to make it through the beachfront without touching any of the black oyster catcher nests, which are marked by the beacons.
But there's a catch. 3 team members need to make it across the beach, and all 3 of those team members will be blindfolded.
The remaining team member needs to help the rest of the team across the beachfront without touching any of the black oyster catcher nests. If anyone touches the nest, you will need to restart.
The team that completes this challenge in the quickest time wins.
Let's get you to your starting point.
For stage 2, one team member must guide the remaining 3 blindfolded teammates across the course, safely avoiding all the mock oyster catcher nests. The team to finish first wins.
Rough Kids, are you ready? Yes! Your challenge starts now.
Okay, Zoe, take 2 baby steps.
One step to the
One,
front.
stop.
Yes.
Okay, keep
Now,
going, put your other foot back.
Walk up to the
Put your foot back.
Okay,
Okay, put your foot
all
now.
started
The
the
same
challenge.
spot. Put your same
Your
foot
right.
and forward.
Yes.
Okay, put the other
2
foot now. Stay in that
steps to
spot.
your right,
Turn
slow
left. Turn
man.
left.
Yes.
Okay, go forward.
Now another 2.
Go right.
Another 2 steps to your right. Small ones. 1.
Okay, turn all the way left.
A little more.
There.
I was helping them say, turn 19 degrees and go to your right or left to turn 50 degrees.
5 steps. 5 steps. 1, 2, 3,
Yes.
4, 5. Okay, 3 more steps. So I ended up being the caller because Anga didn't know our directions. Zoe didn't want to be the caller. And Buko
Yes.
didn't know our directions, and also he wanted to just walk around. So yeah. 2.
So we just missed
3.
one of the oyster catcher nests by one small step.
Okay,
It's
4
really
more steps. 4 more steps.
I was scared because I didn't trust Ephraim. I felt like he was going to lead me to knock into a cone or something just for the sake of it.
3, 4.
So he's moving backwards now on the course.
Turn right. Turn right. That's wrong. Right again.
This challenge
Left,
we had
left,
to
sorry.
walk blindfolded across this maze, and there were cones from number 1 to 7 placed strategically, and we had to go around those cones.
Right, go.
Great job, Ephraim, as Zoe crosses over for the Eco Ellies.
Take 1 step.
The Eco Ellies have got 1 player across and 2 more to go. Let's see if they get this done.
Right to your side. Your right side. Gabby, come.
So when it was my turn, I couldn't hear Zubair properly because the other team was also shouting as well. So it was quite difficult. And his directions were a little confusing.
Wow, Gabriella's made it almost halfway. Let's hope she does it all the way to the end.
Lots of shouting.
Come on,
The
Kevin.
rough kids need to be careful now.
10. Go.
Stop.
Go. 6 steps forward.
Don't you stop.
So the Eco Ellies have their final member crossing the course. Let's hope they don't hit any of these nests. They're doing really well.
Turn left.
Ephraim is doing great at directing his blindfolded teammates across.
But when I first started off, I started with Zoe, and I tried like doing it as quick as possible so that the other team wouldn't catch up to us, and it worked out perfectly. Take 5 steps forward.
Stop. Move all forward.
Okay, turn a little bit to your right. A little bit.
Then okay, then like when they're going, like can't the direction of Makasan Zedoni and on Zedon.
Okay, take 5 steps forward. 1 more step.
The Eco Ellies are about to wrap up this challenge. It's amazing. They've made it for the first time.
1 step.
Yes, now run.
The front.
And the Eco Ellies have won! Woo! Go Eco Ellies!
Everyone followed the rules. Everyone knew what they were going to do, so that was really good.
So the Eco Ellies are the first team across the course. They've won this challenge, and it looks like it's looking up for them. All right, teams, for this stage, you'll have to complete a puzzle. It sounds simple enough, but
There's a catch. Your puzzle pieces are on top of the sand dunes, and you'll need to give each other turns to collect them.
each team member will make their way up the dune, collect 1 puzzle piece, and come back to the starting point.
Once you've collected your pieces, you may start with your puzzle.
The team to complete their puzzle first wins this stage.
For stage 4,
You will all be part of what has become a roughing it out tradition. You'll all need to lie face down.
when you hear the word rough, you'll have to jump up, turn around, and go collect a cone on the other side.
The trick is, there's always 1 less cone than the number of rough kids. So this is a real test of speed.
Are you guys ready?
Yes!
Then let's get started.
For stage 3, the rough kids must race to the top of the sand dunes to collect a puzzle piece in a relay race. Once they've collected all their puzzle pieces, they will need to complete their puzzle in the fastest time.
Eco Ellies, local leopards, your challenge starts now.
Can't slow it down. Like umuntu wayobaleka like esi speed sakhe anaso.
Well done, Otluma. Well done.
What speed? No, run!
Kodwa belibuye like nale team yami. Yasuke naona phela phakama vele nakalika. Ebeqhubeka igame.
Well done to 2 members of the local leopards. They've collected their first pair of the puzzle pieces. And that's it. Joseph from the leopards have collected the third piece, while the Eco Ellies have only collected 2.
The first one was leading the team, was Ashum, and the second was Gabby, and thirdly was me, and then lastly was Subair.
Great job, guys. Looks like they have all the pieces and can start building.
And then when everyone fetched the puzzle pieces, we started building it.
It's not pasty. Pasty. We go to the side.
So we put them out on the board and we tried to figure out what goes where.
Where is Eastern? Yeah. Where's the guy? No, he was Eastern. What?
That doesn't work.
This works, these two work. But to make
ukuva kwami ngale challenge bengekho surprise ngoba ndake ndazenza ipuzzle and ipuzzle into eqhelekileyo izenziwa nangabantwana, so I was like, okay, ipuzzle into nje esingayiwini.
Both teams seem to have the puzzle figured out now. All they have to do is stick it down.
When we finished, it was a map. And we were a bit faster than the Eco Ellies, so we won the challenge.
It's not fitting with this one.
So it looks like the local leopards have a really good strategy where they've put the puzzle together first and now they're setting down all their pieces. They're almost done with their puzzle.
No, 2 more guys, 2 more. No, 2 more guys,
We're done. The local leopards have finished their puzzle. The local leopards are done and it's off to the next stage. It looks like both teams are gunning for the win. Tune in after the break to see if the Eco Ellies manage to turn the tide and reel in those rough points.
For stage 4, the teams must lay face down. When they hear the word rough, they must race to the other side of the dune and collect a cone. There is always one less cone than there are rough kids. The team to collect the final cone wins.
All right, teams, are you ready? Yes. Let's get busy. Roughing it up!
And they're off. And we already have our first elimination, Anga.
So because like you're rough, me never go call because like you're rough, the call me because I'm going to balek.
Anga, go and wait at the end. You are no longer in the runnings. We've got 7 contenders left, but only one of you can be the fastest rough kid.
They're up and away, with Ephraim way ahead of the Eco Ellies. Super fast.
Even is because we baleka sandini because baleka inyonza tizatshona esandini like kunzima unyuka, and then I was like, yo, maybe better no baleka ingceni ke ngcono.
Ohluma, you are out of the race. Rough kids, put down your beacons and make your way back. All right, round 3. Rough kids, are you ready?
These kids are giving it their all as Ephraim and Buko speed to the next cone. Who will be out though?
Ooh, shame. Joseph, you are out of the race.
I didn't win the fastest rough kid challenge, of my age, and what also affected me losing was I got caught up in the sentence,
Eco Ellies, local leopards, what was the name of your rough guide for today? Wow, these kids are sharp. They've already made it away.
Great job, Gabby. Sorry, Zubaid.
We all got out like very fast, and I felt like the Eco Ellies would go out first.
All right, 3 of the local leopards are out and 1 of the Eco Ellies is also out. Let's see how this is gonna unfold.
With one lonely leopard, it looks like the challenge can be rough from the Eco Ellies.
And once again, the Ellies race off, but Gabby stays with him all the way. And Zoe is eliminated.
Whoa! Wow, Zoe. Zoe has just joined one of the Eco Ellies, so that means 2 of the Eco Ellies are out and 3 of the local leopards are out. Who's gonna be in and who's gonna be out?
Zoe ended up going out first, then Gabby, and it was a race between Buka and I. And I knew I could get this, I can win this, because I kept on getting to the cone first, and I knew I could get this.
With Gabby knocking out 1 Eco Ellie, things are looking really rough for their team.
Whoa! Look at Ephraim go! Hard luck, Gabby, as it looks like we have an all Eco Ellies final race.
Whoa!
Our local leopard is out. It looks like it's an all Ellies game. Let's see who takes the fastest rough kid. All right, rough kids, this is your final race.
Away they go, and it's Ephraim sprinting away for an Eco Ellies victory.
Whoa! Wow! Congratulations to Ephraim from the Eco Ellies. He has taken the title of being the fastest rough kid in the game. Well done, Ephraim. Congratulations.
So what I learned about today was that I'm probably the fastest rough kid of 2018. For now, you never know. And so I was really happy with that, but otherwise, let's just see what's going to come next.
Into bendi enjoyed the most particular challenge was that mna bendingu number 2 and also team yami winning.
Well, teams, how amazing were today's challenges? You raced through them and you did so well.
And we couldn't have asked for a better location. But I know you all are eagerly waiting to find out what today's outcome was. Edward, would you kindly do the honors?
Yes, stage 1, it was the intertidal activity, and I know you've enjoyed it because we found quite a lot of animals, and the winner in this stage is Eco Ellies! Stage 2, the oyster catcher, and the winner there is none other than the Eco Ellies! Okay, now stage 3, the puzzle. I know you had to run up the dune, and I know you've enjoyed it. And the winner in that stage is local leopards. All right, and the last one, stage 4, the cones activity. That one was also exciting because I saw how you enjoyed running up and down. And the winners there, none other than the Eco Ellies.
Congratulations, Eco Ellies. You are the overall winners of today's challenges and you've earned yourself 10 rough points.
Now, while the rough kids end off a jam-packed day, why don't we check out the scoreboard?
After an awesome day at the beach, the Eco Ellies managed to turn the tide and reel in 10 rough points, putting them on 30 to the local leopards' 60 points.
It's been a busy day for the rough kids, but I can guarantee you that we've got even more excitement in store as the rough kids take on even greater challenges.
Join us next week as the local leopards and the Eco Ellies learn more about nature and how to rough it right here in South Africa, our playground.
All right, rough kids, this is your final race.
Whoa! Wow, congratulations!